My name is Yasmin Sawa and I'm a teacher and a school leader. As humans, we're at times quick to make judgments and jump into conclusions, often without giving it much of a second thought. Yet no skill is more important in today's world than being able to think, and do so in an effective and responsible manner. At no point in human history have we had access to this much information as well as misinformation as we do in the 21st century. Some of the views we hold are true and some maybe not. But in order to navigate the world and be effective problem solvers, we need to adopt a set of tools that would enable us to carry out systematic evaluation of the information that we come across. Critical thinking is the best tool we have for achieving this goal. Principles and procedures used in critical thinking are universal and have extremely broad applications. Often referred to as being higher order thinking, critical thinking requires time and effort to develop. We're not born with it. Mastering skills such as analysis, evaluation, and reflection present a higher level of challenge compared to simply knowing or recalling facts. So leaving it to chance would not be the smartest strategy. Ultimately, our actions are defined by the choices we make, whilst our choices are guided by our thinking. If our thinking is not accompanied by critical evaluation, our actions will be driven by the thoughts that are not our own. Eventually, we may find ourselves living lives that are also not truly our own. If we want our students to have fulfilling lives and careers, critical thinking has to be viewed as an essential life skill. But there are also more immediate benefits to acquiring this skill. Looking at learning and assessment objectives of school leaving or university examinations, you will notice that knowledge and understanding form only the basic part of the assessments, whereas analysis and evaluation are listed as higher level objectives, allowing students to score the highest marks. It is therefore to be expected that proficiency in critical thinking and problem solving assists students in achieving higher grades across all of their academic subjects, whether it is in the sciences or arts and humanities. One important and effective way to improve critical thinking in a school setting is through debates. All too often, school debating societies are formed on a similar basis to sports teams. The activity is optional, and students are expected to have some kind of pre-existing interest and ability. The team then gets coached for the purpose of taking part in competitions. It is, however, important to make this activity available to all students, despite of their actual or perceived lack of aptitude or interest. Debating is well known to improve the students' communication skills and confidence, but it does a lot more than that. We also often view debating as a test of the students' existing skills, which include but are not limited to critical thinking. Instead, we should be using it as an opportunity to practice and develop those skills. Shifting the focus from the competitive aspect of debating to using it as a method of teaching helps students to adopt and internalize critical thinking as an essential applied skill, or broadly speaking, a way of life. Selecting topics for a school debate depends, of course, on the goal the teacher is trying to accomplish, and one of the main advantages of debating is its versatility. There is no limit to the topics that can be explored, spanning across all areas of life, from political movements and technological innovations to philosophical insights, interpersonal relationships, legal and ethical issues. The process the students go through both during the preparation stage and the actual debate encourages them to utilize the intellectual skills and habits that together comprise critical thinking. Firstly, research process requires students to read the related materials and expand their knowledge base. Secondly, participating in debates allows for the immediate application of the information learned. Thirdly, during the preparation process, students develop perspective, learn to differentiate relevant and irrelevant information, check facts and opinions, identify contradictions, and explore consequences. This serves as a foundation for persuasive, consistent, and well-informed arguments. Positions that students take on a given topic in debates do not necessarily correspond to their personal views and beliefs, and are more often than not assigned randomly. Debating from their opponent's perspective forces students to attempt to learn and understand opposing viewpoints in order to prepare effective counter-arguments and rebuttals. This allows them to recognize weaknesses in their own thinking so that they can anticipate how such thinking might be vulnerable to attack from their opponents. Students can participate in debate both as speakers and as audience. It is also great for students who find it difficult to speak naturally and spontaneously. Formal structure and different speaker roles make this activity more inclusive for quieter and less confident students. Debating is an excellent activity that helps us educate efficient, independent, and ethical thinkers. If you are a student and are not sure if debating is the right activity for you, it definitely is. You will become a better thinker, speaker, listener, writer, and team player. It will hone your general study skills, improve your confidence, and communication. The only opinions we can truly call our own are the ones that we can defend in a fair and logical argument. So enjoy the challenge and enjoy the process. If you're a teacher or a student or a parent, we would love to hear about your experiences.